There are no more tickets left to see the Washington Commanders take on the Buffalo Bills.
Figured that would happen. Coming home 2-0. Bills in town.
Game is
game.
expected to start at 1 p.m. Officially sold out. This comes after the team sold out tickets and parking passes to its home opener against the Cardinals on September 10th.
The Commanders are now officially a hot ticket
they're a
in
thing.
D.C.
Yeah, they're a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's great.
And now, it's all, people always worry about parking, myself included.
Always.
Parking tickets are still available, though. So if they've sold a bunch of tickets, but if you need a parking ticket, you still get one. And I'm sure there's a variety of other ways you can get there if you can't get parking. I'm sure, whatever. I'm sure you go online somehow and get it. Some third-party deal.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could park somewhere and take a bus or something.
I think this is a big litmus test for Commanders Nation out there because the Cardinals game was sold out. And it was the home opener, new era.
Right.
We knew that the Cardinals fans, but the Bills fans traveled. I mean, that's the Bills Mafia. So
it's an easy trip for them.
Is FedEx going to be 70% Commanders fans, or is it going to be 50-50 again? Or
I think it'll be 70%.
Think so?
Hopefully, it's mostly Commanders fans.
Yeah.
But there will be some Bills fans.
I think there would be
invasion.
I think there would be a lot of Bills fans still.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but 70% is still. 30% is a lot. 30% is a lot. But I don't think it's going to be over 50%.
Right, but if this was last year, it would be a Bills Mafia takeover.
It would be a
Bills
if it was
last year, it would be
so
all
30% would be roughly 20,000 fans.
I think 20,000. I think you'll see 20,000, but I think you'll see, 50,000 Commanders? Because they've been buying
if it's
up
sold
tickets.
out, yeah.
They've been buying up tickets all off season.
Yeah.
As soon as this was announced, they've been buying
Regardless,
tickets.
it wasn't selling out last year. It's
but it's
amazing.
kind of depressing when it's all opposing team fans.
I know, but I'm saying even with the majority opposing team fans, they weren't sellouts.
Yeah, but
this is huge because, it's amazing. Simply removing, I know the 2-0 start helps, but simply removing the toxic owner has generated a buzz for this team.
No doubt.
And the 2-0 start helps.
2-0 start helps. The two comebacks.
Well, don't you think they'd still be 2-0 even if Snyder was still the owner?
Don't know.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
but
they would.
maybe they
now,
would have made a
maybe they're
different
not
move.
getting sellouts.
Yeah, there wouldn't be the same buzz and excitement around
Maybe,
it.
you wouldn't have had a sellout in week one.
Maybe Dan would have said, "No, you can't start Sam Howell." Yeah, I can't start. I can't start.
What I was saying. Let me rephrase it. If everything else was the same, besides Snyder,
yeah. Josh Harris hadn't made a tackle.
Right. So if everything else was the same, Bieniemy was here. Players were the same. It was just the same ownership. You probably wouldn't have the sellouts, but they'd still be 2-0. There'd still be kind of a buzz.
Yeah, I think so. For sure, just to be in 2-0. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so there are 9 teams with 2-0 records, Cakes.
Yep.
After 2 weeks. Now, this is a little bit different because now it's 17 games, and you got to keep all this in mind. But since 1990, 171 of 268 teams that started the season 2-0 made the playoffs. Compared to, do you know what the percentage is for clubs that start 1-1?
40%.
You're close, 41.8. So 42%.
What was the now? Remember, it's 17-game schedule now.
I know that's the difference. 64% 2-0 historically.
All right.
Okay. 42% if you're just 1-1. So I mean that's like a 20% difference.
Yeah.
Somewhat significant. But so that's the good part. The bad part is, of the 9 remaining teams, according to some of these books, the Commanders are more likely to make the playoffs, but they're the longest playoff odds amongst the 9 teams because they had the 2 squeakers and the schedule strength is still considered difficult.
But this is the way I look at it. So you have 15 games left. Let's say you don't even go 500, but you go 7-8, which is kind of what Ron does. That's a 9-win season. Might get you in the playoffs.
Might.
Probably does.
And of the 9 teams that are 2-0, the Commanders have to play 5 of them.
It's going to be tough. Like you said, the schedule is going to be tough.
Well, that's why I say we have the longest odds of the 9 teams.
And if you add the double games, the home and away in the division, you play 7. I'm sorry. Yeah, 7.
But see, I'm not convinced, even though I think 2-0 and winning early is a great jump start. I'm not convinced that all the 2-0 teams are legit, just like I'm not convinced we're legit.
Right. Are you sold on Are you sold on Tampa Bay? They're 2-0.
I'm not scared of them. Put it that way. Give me a Tom Brady-less Tampa Bay all day. I'll take my chances. Anyway, it's interesting to see. They did. Jason mentioned it yesterday, I believe, or maybe on Monday. Their updated over/under has gone from 6.5 to 7.5.
Correct.
So while they may not, that's still not a playoff caliber team. Certainly, their hot start here has raised expectations even in Vegas. People always act like Vegas knows. Well, Vegas has added a win.
If
to
you
their
locked
win
in
total.
on the over 6.5 before the season started, you love your chances right now.
Right.
You love for them to get to 7.
All right,
I'll show you a text.
Let me
You have a download text. I'd like to see it.
No, I just put a significant wager on the over 6.5.
Ah, very good.
Because I predicted 7 wins.
Right.
Now
I
would predict probably 8.
I have $200. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm splitting with somebody, but yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. What did you put? $1,000 or something?
No, not that much.
By the way, I made you whole yesterday. I gave you your
Thank
$5
you.
digital
Thank you, I did.
dollars through Venmo because
Thank you.
Sam Howell, he passed the tingle test.
Well, we could get into that. I think we're going to do it later in the 9 o'clock hour. But I guess a CBS Sports columnist has been grading the first and second year quarterbacks. So that includes Brock Purdy, Kenny Pickett. Is Justin Fields one of those? No.
No, he's a third year.
He's a third-year guy. So just go through all the rookies, obviously Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, etc. And Sam Howell is grading out pretty strongly amongst that crew. So I think he's trending. My eye test tells me he's not your typical fifth-round draft pick. He's going to break the mold a little bit, but we'll see.
It's our boy Chris Trapasso.
How do I know we've
Talked about Trapasso before.
Have we had him on before?
No, we don't have him on. He charges to come on radio.
Oh, he does.
That's why I never book him.
Interesting.
Oh,
Well, do you want to ask him if he wants to make an exception to be on like one of the best radio shows in the country? It's not like some poop show.
I mean, I've asked him.
And he's just like, no,
I get the
I don't want to do
standard
it.
response.
And he
Yeah,
says,
sends out to
pay
everybody.
me. Put some money in my palm.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly, but okay. I mean, we
Is
could.
he the only guy from CBS that requires cash? He's CBS, right?
Cakes, you should do that today for the Buffalo
Yes,
hit.
is it Sal Capaccio? Let him know I've charged
what?
$150
We
per
should
call.
put
That should be our new bit.
We should
Yeah.
put that. We should tell Ross put that in our next contract if we decide to keep
Actually,
working.
$200 per call in. My price just went up.
Next time Clary calls me to do the Beltway Blitz.
Yeah, well, we'll give them a break because on the same station and it's short.
I'll give him a discount.
$75 for the Blitz.
I know that.
You're doing that, Cakes, because he's coming on our show on Friday.
That's true.
I know that. Like booking guests is a nightmare. Believe me, I know it's a nightmare. But I can't imagine being Ryan Clary and having to book blitz people.
Yeah,
all the time.
every day.
Right? I mean, it's a great segment as a listener. I'm driving around, but they got to book 3 or 4 guests for just like a 10-minute period every day.
Yep. That's their,
you're going to be on for 2 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Can you
Can you bring your
clear your calendar?
Stand still. Don't play golf today. Don't do anything.
It's a very old reference. It's his daily personal Hindenburg.
Is that what he said to you?
No, that's what I would think.
I
I
botched my
actually was
last.
driving, to New York. I was almost there.
Yeah.
He called me. I was in a Burger King bathroom, like
Humpty
Dance. I was in a Burger King bathroom.
I once did the Blitz from a Burger King bathroom.
Right.
Did
And
that?
I really was. And he thought I was taking a dump. I wasn't. I had to just go number
You weren't
one.
letting out a
That's
Whopper?
where the smart money would be.
At least you
But
were
I did
present.
it. I did it.
I
Very
botched
good.
my last Blitz performance. I said I was going to do it,
Whopper, 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 Whopper.
and I was ready to go. And then my
Dumper,
wife got home with the
dumper.
kid, and she'd gotten in a fight with like her best friend on the ride home, and there's just all kinds of drama. Next thing I know, it was 3 minutes after my Blitz time, and then I sent the text. It was already over.
Right.
It's like, my bad.
Missed your window.
Yeah, they had to do some filler for me because I wasn't getting a signal. I was in the bathroom. But then I did come in and save the day.
Hey, at least you did it.
I totally forgot.
I know.
But the only reason why I said yes was because I felt like it was his Hindenburg, his daily Hindenburg. And I'm like, they must be scratching the bottom of the barrel. If they go to the old EB to do a blitz,
Yeah.
they must be at the bottom
Well,
of
I
the
did
barrel.
it like 2 weeks ago. He was butt sized because he probably, add me to the rotation
Right.
of,
Cakes, how was the 2-minute hit yesterday?
That was what?
The 2-minute hit yesterday.
2-minute
Talk to
hit.
Derek.
Yeah.
Didn't you do the C-Dub
I
bit?
forgot my spacing. Yeah, it was fine.
Is it even called the
All
CW?
Commanders.
Yeah, we talked all commanders.
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't think it's called the CW?
I think it's DC 50.
I don't know what to call it.
I couldn't tell
I
you.
just know I got to do it once
I
a
just
month.
know when I do my
It's what
hit.
Liv used to be on or is on.
Yeah, I don't know.
CW.
What's funny is you guys are different, but they'll send over the topics to Matt. All right, these are the topics we're going to hit.
Yeah.
I always change the topics.
You do.
You guys probably just run with it. You don't care. You just want to get it over with. I always change the topics.
I've never changed the topic.
Topics are always so basic that I don't feel the need
Yeah, but
to.
a couple times they were just. I just
Yeah.
asked myself, why are we talking about that?
I'll be honest.
So I come back to them and say, we're changing the
I'll
topic.
pull back the curtain for a second. Anything we ever talk about on that show that I haven't heard any feedback on is always something that's been covered on this show.
Yeah,
already.
I mean, it's
so I don't. I mean, it's fine. They're like, yeah, we're going to talk about Chase Young. We're going to talk about the Commanders being 2-0. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I've got this.
Yeah, I think I did
It's
it the
all
week
good.
before. It was like Sam Howell, Commanders, and maybe Deion Sanders.
Right.
I can't remember.
Yeah, check all the boxes. Got it.
All right, so just to tidy up here, the hit in the skins cakes. Ron Rivera reached a career milestone. Did you see that?
I did see that. Yeah,
We got a game ball from Josh Harris.
Josh
They
Harris
love
gave
giving
him
game
a game
balls
ball.
back
Yes.
and forth to each other.
Dude, if you get
That's
a
their
game
thing.
ball, it's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Side note, at Cornell, if you get a home win for the volleyball team, right?
Yep.
And you get the whole in the locker room, they'll name a player of the game.
Okay.
And you autograph the wall.
All right.
And it'll say the game and the win, and like if you had 20 digs or something, and the team and the players go crazy. It's pretty cool.
20 Stephans.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, if you get a game ball,
Sure. It's
pretty
great.
freaking cool. But anyway, care to guess? We always joan on Ron. And he is a nice man.
It's a nice human being. Yes.
You know, the fact that he's had 3 winning seasons out of his last 12.
Yeah.
He's had a couple like 8 and 8s and that kind of stuff. Do you know what his career record is? He's got 100 wins.
I mean, I think
If you already know, don't say it.
I don't
know.
already
He's
know,
got
but I'm gonna
100
guess
wins?
it because
He just reached 100.
I'm just
career
rolling
wins.
off the percentage
All right.
that I think he's at. So I'm going to say he has 100 wins.
You already know the
100
percentage he's at?
I think he has like 100 wins. I would guess 96 losses and a
104
tie.
losses.
All right, so you say losing record, 100
Slightly,
and
yeah.
104.
I know he has a
Do you know
winning
what it
record.
is?
I don't.
He has a winning record, but
Why?
not
Is it
by a
100
lot.
and 100? Is that
I
what you're
believe
asking?
Cake says I'm tainted, so I'm going to say he has 100. I'm going to say he has 99 losses.
No. It's actually, I was actually surprised. 190.
Yeah, because he had
Okay.
the one season where they
Well, he
went.
was 15
The 15
and 1.
1 or whatever hooked
Yeah.
him.
Definitely hooked him.
Now, I think he has a tie in there, right?
Definitely has
Where's the
He
daggone
has at
got-
least one tie.
It's 190
Got a tie
and 2.
here.
Yeah.
He had a tie last season.
Yeah, I got a tie here.
It's 190 and 2.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times? Last one, I'll let you go. How many times in his 13-year career has Ron Rivera started the season 2-0? We haven't done it since 2011.
I'm going to guess. I mean, I'm going to guess most of his teams in Carolina are probably slow starters, too. He's probably done it twice. I'm going to go twice.
I'll say this is the 3rd time.
4
Maybe
times.
4. Okay.
4 times. Do you know how many of those times
Definitely the 15 and 1.
he
year.
made the playoffs?
Once.
Well, he hasn't made the playoffs a ton of times, right?
Yeah.
Zero? Is the number zero?
No, it's
4
got to be. It's
times
got to be
now.
at least once.
4 times now obviously includes this year.
Yeah.
So in the previous 3 times he went 2-0, how many times did he finish the job and get him into the playoffs?
I'm going to go one then.
The 15 and 1 year. And I'm just guessing they started 2-0.
All 3 times.
Oh, good trend.
Look at
All
this.
3 times.
Good trend.
There
All right,
you
later in the
go.
show, we will talk more
that goes to your
Commanders.
percentage, right? Because you start 2-0, you got a really good chance of making a playoff.